Get on your knees! You have 3 seconds to comply. 1, 2...
3.
If you wanted me back, you could have just asked me.
A device that controls every military...
Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my film reviews. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while, I've been really ill. Even this is actually a bit of a struggle on my voice, so I might be a bit crackly. So I went to see xXx 3, The Return of Xander Cage. And to be honest, after being stuck at home for so long, being ill, I didn't want a intellectual film that I had to really think about and invest myself in the characters and stuff. I just wanted something silly I could sit down, forget about the world and enjoy. And to be honest, this film fulfilled that criteria quite well. I was able to just enjoy it. It was a silly film. Yes, it is a silly film. You can't deny it's a silly film, but if that's what you're after, then this is going to be enjoyable for you, because that was what I was after at the time. That is what I wanted, that is what I needed. I just wanted something silly to take my mind off the fact that I've been ill, and this works well. It's got Vin Diesel back in it, playing his character Xander Cage. So I was a little bit worried when I was watching this that I'd be seeing Vin Diesel and just thinking, oh, you know, that's basically just Dominic Toretto from Fast and Furious. And there were a few moments when I was thinking, actually, no, he does look like, you know, Dominic, but about 95% of the film, I was actually believing, okay, he is playing Xander Cage character, he's not playing his other character. So that's not too bad, I think. Sorry, this review's a bit broken up because I keep stopping to cough my guts up and then I lose my train of thought. So this isn't going to be my best video ever, I already accept that. It's just that it's been so long since I've made a video. I really wanted to get back into it, but this might be a bit of a mistake because talking is not good for me right now. As I said, it was an enjoyable film. I did like it. You know, it is a silly film. You can't go into the cinema to watch it expecting some masterpiece, arty thing. It is a silly film. It is what it is. It is an enjoyable, silly film. And Samuel L. Jackson plays the role of Gibbons, and he's doing it in a silly way, which is good because that's what he does. I mean, he doesn't really do really serious films, but he plays the role perfectly well. I can't criticise him for that. And you've got all the other xXx's. So the story's moved on a bit since obviously Vin Diesel played xXx, and then you had Ice Cube was playing xXx. They're both in this, along with some other people who have also been recruited into the xXx program in the years since the first 2 films. So you can kind of assume that between the last 2 films and this film that the storyline has been continuing and Gibbons has been going out recruiting people. So you see them all. There's slight plot twists and nothing too taxing or challenging on the mind to figure out where the twists are going to come and what's going to happen and who the bad guys are and who the good guys are. And, you know, they do try and twist it about a little bit, which I quite like, but again, it's not unpredictable. I mean, if you watch my film reviews, one of the big things I go on about is whether something is predictable. And to be honest, it was a little bit predictable, and some of that was based on the trailers that I'd seen for the film. And also, I looked on IMDb first to see who was in it, and when you looking through and you're realising, hang on, it's got Ice Cube in it playing Darius, whatever his name was, and you're getting to a certain point in the film and thinking, I haven't seen him yet, and you're thinking, okay, it's pretty obvious that where he's going to come in when you're watching it, and it doesn't just detract from it too much. And so I didn't go there to watch some arty intellectual film. I went there just to forget about the fact that I've been ill over the last couple of weeks, and for that it served its purpose. There's quite a lot of action, quite a lot of fight scenes, and they did do one thing that kind of bothered me a bit. They zoomed right in on the fight scenes, and this is like an old trick that filmmakers use. When 2 people are kind of fighting, they zoom right in, and that kind of makes it seem more epic than it really is. And I've got a ton of kung fu films and martial art films from China and Hong Kong, and a lot of them on the makings of it, you see that they actually zoom right in because it kind of makes it look more, I don't know, cinematic than what it really is. So if you're like, pow, pew, 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 fighting like that, and if they're zoomed out, it doesn't look as good. And I was thinking, you know, this is an old trick. I know what they're doing. Quite a lot of fast things happening here and there. I'm actually quite glad I was sitting quite far back in the cinema, because there are some films when there's a lot of fast action, and if you're sitting too far to the front, you kind of, on the big screen it doesn't work when you're too close, because you can't take it all in. So I was actually near the back, and I think if you watch this, that's probably the best place to be, because then you can take it all in. So Vin Diesel stars in this, and he produced it, and he's made his character Xander Cage unnecessarily attractive to women. They just seem to be throwing themselves on him all the time. It's almost like a bit of an ego boost for Vin Diesel when he made it, because he's just got women pretty much every other scene. There's some attractive hot woman who basically is throwing themselves on him, and sometimes it doesn't really add anything to the story, and it's just like, what is going on here? This is, you know, you've gone to, like a bit in London, he's gone to London to meet someone to find some information, and the next thing you know, there's like a whole orgy of women, and it's like, okay, would that really happen? It wouldn't happen to me, not in my life. Maybe it does to Vin Diesel, maybe that's real life for him, I don't know. I felt a bit like an ego boost, to be honest, and it didn't really add anything to the story other than the silliness. As I said, it is a very silly film, but when I say it's a silly film, don't take that the wrong way. I'm not saying it in a bad way, because sometimes you want to see a silly film. Sometimes you just want to see some good guys fight bad guys, with lots of fighting, lots of guns. You've got your idiot soldiers who are your stereotypical movie idiot soldier. I'm sure they're not like that in real life, but you've got your movie soldier and your real life soldier, and never the two shall ever meet. And they had a lot of idiot film movie soldiers who, quite frankly, aren't that good at what they do. Okay, I'm losing my train of thought again. I keep having to cut to cough my guts up, so I keep losing my train of thought. But via the power of editing, you won't actually see that. So I'm going to just end this here. It is a good film, if you like that sort of thing. I did see the original two XXX's, but that was a long time ago I saw those. I vaguely remember them, and I vaguely remember them being quite daft as well. So this kind of goes along the same kind of routine as that, just even more so. But yeah, it's a good enough film. It's not going to go down as a classic of one of the great films of all time, but it's not a bad film. There's nothing wrong with it per se. It's not, it's not a great film, as I said, but it's not a bad film either. It's just, it is what it is. It's not trying to be anything other than an action film, a bit of fun, a bit of escapism, and for that it ticks all the boxes. It does it well. It is a good bit of fun escapism. So if that's what you like, then I recommend it. If, on the other hand, you like something which really challenges your mind and your belief, and you want some deep, meaningful film that's emotional on many different levels, then this isn't for you, because it's not like that at all. But if this is the sort of thing you like, then you'll probably enjoy it. It's a good enough film. Anyway, I'm going to end now because it's getting really difficult for me to speak. As editing this is going to be a nightmare because I keep stopping to cough. But anyway, check out my old film review videos, my other videos. Hopefully I'll be uploading more regularly once my voice is better. And okay, check out, I've got some, you know, subscribe thing, links dotted around the screen now. So click on them and I'll see you soon. Okay, cheers, bye.